Good morning. We just got out of therapy for Rafael, and he is doing his reevaluation right now. So he did half of it today, and the other half is going to be next week, and it is super long. And I was kind of falling asleep in there, but it was super long. Most of it he did really, really well. And they're just going to go over like all of the stuff that he's been doing in therapy for the past year now. So yeah, that's a lot of stuff to cover, and she said the next part's going to be very long. So we took a break, probably like a 10-minute break at the end. Somebody's having a birthday party over there. They got a bunch of blow-up stuff. Probably like a 10-minute break at the end, and we played Scrabble Junior, which was really, really hard, actually. I think he has an easier time playing the regular Scrabble. I don't know.
I do.
Yeah. Did you have a hard time with that? They kept making like really tiny words. Well, it didn't help that his first word was 2 letters. So, yeah. We like Scrabble though. Scrabble's a very good game to play. You're gonna learn to play Scrabble, aren't you, Abigail?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's gonna learn to read this year. What did you do while we were in Rafael's therapy session? What did you do?
We were leaving you in there for a while. We left to go pick up packages, and then we went back, and then you weren't there, so we watched a video of a dog shaving a dog's fur so it doesn't look so bad. And then you came.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a bunch of workers out here doing some work. So the dog shaver, what kind of dog was it?
It was a furry dog, so furry. It was furry enough to become a poodle, but it wasn't. It was a giant dog too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
And are you sure it wasn't the sheep? Because we just watched a sheep getting sheared. Was it a dog or a sheep?
A dog.
A dog,
It
okay.
was a dog shaver.
What color was it?
It was white and gray. A
Oh,
little gray.
yeah. Are you sure it wasn't a sheep?
It wasn't a sheep.
Okay. Was it cute afterwards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It started looking cuter. They resumed it faster because we didn't have enough time to watch the whole video.
Oh, okay, because we came out. All right, Daddy's here. Hello. We got enormous boxes. Yeah, it's a toad.
That's a big one.
Abigail's watching TV. I'm going to show you a turtle. We've been having a good day so far, and I'm going to quietly go film the turtle. He's right over there. He's a fast turtle. Here's a turtle. Shell is very hot. He's hiding in his shell. We don't get very many turtles visiting here. Or it's just the same turtle over and over again. I wish I were way smaller. He is walking right past me. Does he even know he has a shell? He has a shell.
It is dark, really dark. Can't see anything tonight. Usually the moon glows and you can actually see outside, and that's kind of amazing because we don't have a lot of light pollution. I had to turn the light on. And this project lightweight light too, was very successful. I love it. It's very bright in here, or out here. And this, if this ever gets enclosed, it's already got the lighting solution to it right away. But yeah, it's very nice. And it lets you discover all sorts of things. That's Rudy. It's just chowing down on her dinner. She got some extra leftovers for me, which we usually don't do, but since we have leftovers, that's all hers, of course. And she loves that too. She's digging in. Anyway, I'm out here to tell you guys a couple of things. I am not sure Andrea filled in all the gaps into why we went to town and whatnot a couple of days ago, but basically, Andrea's computer was bought as a 2014 model. So it's been a while, right? One of the parts uses liquid cooling, like it's called an all-in-one cooler, basically. It's got a liquid cooling system, and that system, after a while, gets some goop in it, or gets air bubbles, or so on and so forth. In our case, it was many years in a desert. It just goes bad. So that is supposedly what is wrong with the computer, and we're gonna have to replace the item, which is a lot of work. So once that gets done, Rafael's gonna have basically a brand new computer, which it was really good. We were so reluctant to do anything with it for so long because it was so good. There was one loose connection, actually broke off from the desert dryness, that I had to replace. Once I replaced that drive, well, the cable for that drive, it got fixed for a while, but the processor, the thing that thinks for the computer, it's just not working. Apparently it's just overheating and getting your computer stuck every few seconds. Well, actually it gets it stuck every few seconds for a few seconds. So you're never sure what's going on. It's kind of like the 1980s internet connection, the late 80s where you just 56K, that's the kind of stuff that's going on with that. So it's going to get replaced, and once it does, then Rafael's going to have a proper gaming computer, and Abigail will get our old living room computer, which we used to watch movies and everything else from. So everybody will have a computer to work with, since they both have to go to school, and it will be simultaneous, where every morning they get up really early, and I'm already training Rafael. I'm giving him treats, basically, like wake me up at 7 a.m. and we'll go to the park immediately, do morning routine and just instantly go. And he's getting there, because in this summer break, he's been sleeping, right? Like, we let him go to sleep as late as he would like, obviously within a good taste. Don't want to do stuff that's not good for him, because he's a very tired kid to begin with allergies. So during the day here in this season, in these months, he's been kind of like tired and whatnot. So health is good, but he needs to sleep in. And so I told him, how do you wake up earlier? It's a hard thing, isn't it? How do you wake up earlier? You go to sleep earlier. So he's getting used to it, and they'll both be able to go to school very soon here. And then the other thing with the Jeep is that it might be a starter, but the starter is at the worst position. It's placed in literally the worst spot ever. I'll eventually, when it stops raining and I can actually walk on here nicely, then I'll film where it is located in the car. It's crazy. It's going to take me literally all day to replace it, if not a couple of days, and some bloody knuckles. And I'm not really into that right now. So we're probably going to put it on the concrete pad soon enough, and then I'll muster the courage, order the part, and just do it myself. So it's a good thing we have a second car, and the Jeep is the second car right now. Everything is good, and yeah, so they got back home kind of late, and this is why it's dark now and I'm filming. you can actually tell that over there is the moon, and it looks like a bunch of clouds are covering it. So it's like, it's completely dark out there. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
And because it's super, super dark out here on a camera, you're very bright. Look at what the rain did, Abigail. Look at what the rain did. Yeah, it's green. No, but look over here. So it got nice, very purple growth, but look, look at the pot. It's been raining so hard that it's completely covered these pots, and we left them here. Well, it has to be planted, right? But we left them specifically here just so we can get a bunch of rain, because it's hard to water them when they're not in the ground. And Andrea has to make a very hard decision. The hardest thing is to decide. Once you decide where you want it, it gets done. But deciding and making like a long-term decision, that's, yeah. So what's up? We're gonna go to sleep soon, yeah?
Yeah. Can I tell you something else? One time
What?
we might even have a real watering can.
A watering can
Yeah.
to water the plants
Yeah.
instead of the hose.
Yeah. And Daddy also shared some of his rice cracker. It was great.
Yeah, I share my rice cracker with my kids and my other really good stuff with my doggy, Rudy.
Yeah.
She's so loving. It's just very loving. Oh, Rudy.
Remember the first time we got our own rocking bench?
You remember every time, right? She gets on us on the rocking
Yeah.
bench. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So that was update on the car and the computers and basically the weather.
Yeah, we're having so much fun.
Puppy is so pretty, Rudy. All right. See you soon or later. Good night, Abigail.
Good night.
Good night, Rudy Roo. Hee hee hee.
Hi guys, I just want to mark this day as Rafael, for the first time ever, defeating an Ender Dragon.
Yes!
Okay? Just so I can mark this day. And also, this is the second day of my diet. And Mother, you better be on the diet as well, because next time we see each other, we better be down like 20 pounds. Huh? Am I right?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Good.
How you doing?
Good.
How you doing?
Good, I just defeated an Ender Dragon.
And you know what? Since he did that, Hadar said that if he did that, he would get the Bedrock edition.
With the servers.
Whatever that means. Oh, so I guess you're going to play with other people, huh?
Yeah, it's CubeCraft. That's my favorite server.
Oh.
That's my favorite
Well,
server
there you go.
because it's PvP, my favorite thing ever, PvP.
He's going to be an excellent video game player. And how about you?
I don't like PvP very much.
You don't like PvP?
Yeah, playing against players isn't very fun.
Why
Yeah.
not?
I always lose. Except for one game on the trampoline, I never lose.
You don't lose PvP on the trampoline, do you?
I don't.
That's right.
It's so boingy. And did you know there's a trampoline for kids that know how to jump on trampolines that's small, their size, without a net to catch them?
It's called a rebounder.
Yeah, I think. And Tom too has it.
Oh, yeah?
Tom too doesn't have two Toms, it has one.
Oh, okay.
It's My Talking
Okay,
Tom
so-
2, a game.
All right. Well, it's called a rebounder, and a lot of adults use it as well for exercise.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that, Mommy.
Well, now you do. All right. We're going to say goodnight. Kitty's already over here ready to get on my lap. So have a good night, Abigail.
Have a good night, everybody.
Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow, and hopefully with my other edition. I really
He's
love
so
video
excited about that.
games.
He's been dreaming about that for at least a month now.
And
And he finally did it.
when I shot it with my bow and arrow, I was
Yep.
like, what just happened?
And then he
What
killed
just
it.
happened?
And then he killed it. It's so nice. All right. Have a good night.
Good
See
night.
you later. Good night, kitty. She waiting patiently.
This is Puppy.
She's here. She had COVID. How you feeling now, Grandma?
I'm feeling great.
Yeah.
Back to normal.
Are you able to taste and smell?
Well, some things.
Oh my god. That's why I filmed it. You're kidding. Wow.